All right, welcome back. Stock screen.
Yeah.
Uh, because I've made a bunch of last minute edits that I hope look good. I haven't seen them. This is a live beta test for everyone involved. Make sure that you're running your browser in private mode so it doesn't. You might get some viruses or something. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
you don't want this in your history.
Uh, is it working? There it
Let's
goes.
see. Load. So let's see. What have we got?
Okay, so test if item one's working.
Okay, so let's check out our Mountain Dew. Okay.
Just I don't know what your play time has been if you've gotten any more Bloodborne time in
I haven't because I wanted to stream it and I haven't had a good
chance to stream
chance
it.
to really
You may
stream.
need to check the camera setting.
Yeah, I think
Club
it's
Chan
red.
is now in full on achievement grinding mode. I only have actually two achievements left to get. One is options. Yeah.
There we are.
One is all miracles. I actually got all spells.
Yeah.
And then the other is collect all rare weapons, which I'm gonna need a wiki for what qualifies for that. So because I've made changes and John may see them as he makes his run back to Seath, that's why we started here. We'll probably do a cut if we need to get that tail cut. The tail's been quite the problem.
Yeah. Yep. That's okay. I'm still confident that
We've been damn close.
yeah, it's something we can do.
Seath is not a problem. That
No,
tail.
like if we weren't trying specifically to get the tail, we probably question mark would have him down. I'm surprised I remember as much of this run back as I do. It's
Well, you're way off.
fantastic.
So yeah, follow it.
Oh shit.
Holy crap! My volume is cranked way up. That's gonna pick up on the. Oh no, it's not actually cranked up that loud. Those guys are just that fucking loud.
Where am I going? There we go.
I know what is wrong with our audio,
Oh.
and we get a moment to fix it. So John gets it.
Well, I had my thoughts
You had a hunch.
with the Mountain Dew.
Hit pause for a second. I'm gonna make a mark. I think I gotta fix the audio. Hold on. All right, we're back. Game audio is recording now. Sorry about that in the intro. You didn't have any game audio.
So this is actually perfect because the diva set, along with the fact that we named my Dark Souls character Chie, leads me into a story. Now I have to preface this a little bit because otherwise they'll be like, bullshit, what the hell. But I like to say friendly with a number of voice actors in the gaming and anime world. I'm not as presumptuous as to call them my friends because it's not like I'm going over to their house for Thanksgiving.
Internet friends.
Yeah. And some of them know me from conventions and stuff, and they remember me at least well enough to they've brought up specific things that we've done together and that sort of thing. Regardless, the reason I bring this up is not merely to brag, but one of these people is Danielle McRae, who is in League of Legends. She's in Skullgirls. I'm back in the fight.
Yeah, that was the part of like I don't know if it's going to work because I've never changed any message but the you died message.
Yep.
And all the rest have a blur effect.
Oh crap! I remember this now.
But anyway, Chie Diva.
Yeah, Chie Diva. I'm getting to it. So anyway, Danielle and I are friendly. We talk on Twitter occasionally and that sort of thing. But she's also a big gamer, and oh, good lord, there we go. And long ago, after I interviewed her for Chainsaw Buffet, afterwards, we're like, hey, we're gonna swap PSN IDs and play Skullgirls, which we did. But I haven't really played anything with her since then because I'm not gonna sit around and pester these people.
You don't want to be that fan.
Yeah, exactly. I try my hardest to treat them like just decent human beings because most of them are really cool people. Anyway, so
because I always have this moment in similar situations with internet friendship toward a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I tweet something that I think is really damn clever that they're gonna get. And then there's that like 2 minutes before I see a like come back in.
There's always that
Like,
hesitation.
shit, did I just like become the asshole?
Yeah, did I cross the line?
Did I misread this?
Yeah, because a lot of times you get what you think is a feel for their
sense of humor.
Yes.
And then that like comes in, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm fine. I didn't misread this. I'm not out of my mind. Anyway, this is leading into the Chie Overwatch story because playing Overwatch one night, and I was getting ready to pack it in and go to bed, and then I get a PSN invite from Danielle, and like I said, we hadn't played anything since Skullgirls, and that was several years ago. So I'm like, okay, cool. She's inviting me to play Overwatch with her. I'm gonna stay up a little bit later, and do this.
Right.
So, get into the group, and a couple of minutes later, Aaron Fitzgerald joins our party, and Aaron Fitzgerald is the voice of Chie.
Nice.
So I was playing Overwatch with Chie a couple of nights ago.
Oh, that was bad. You've got the binoculars up.
Oh yeah. Here's my do.
So, and this is the exact thing you don't ask for, but you hope.
Yes.
Did she say anything in voice chat in the voice of Chie?
No, none of them were in voice chat.
Oh, okay.
Suspiciously enough. Because I had that thought too.
But it's like, no, this is the exact thing I can't do.
Yeah, it's the one thing you can't
I mean, they're
for,
unwinding, they're playing a game, they're not on the job, they're not at a fan con,
Yeah. It's one of those things where if it happens, it's usually pretty cool, but I never, ever in a thousand years would ask them to do something like that. Just because, it's kind of uncomfortable seeing people just be like, oh, hey, voice monkey, say this line, or say this as this character.
Ooh.
I'm not having a great time getting Steve's tail to stay still.
No. And so, that's a recap of our last hour of gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It
is running around the back trying to get a swing on the tail.
I feel like it went a little bit better than that, but yeah, that's a pretty good approximation of.
I mean, go in, try to draw Seath over to destroy his own crystal to give you time to get behind. And those that might be curious, the tail segment, as I've looked up, on the very end of his tail, there's 2 rocks or whatever, little bulges, crystals, I guess, sticking out of his tail. and you've got to be hitting it lower than the second one. Not the lowest one. You can hit it a little bit above that, but you got to make your cut to the left a little earlier.
Yeah.
But you'll have the moment. So, yeah, so that's a good spot. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna mark this, and when we see you next, his tail is gonna be coming off.
And I have more voice actor stories.
And more voice actor stories with John. And we just need to make that a segment.
Right? I think that would be an excellent segment, especially if it's related to the game we're playing. I like this idea, but you know, we can work
Do that. Like there seems like there's like an actor studio or a Masterpiece Theater theme or something.
Yeah.
We'll workshop that.
Yeah. Alright, see if... I should go ahead and break it. Because you know, if I could have broken it right in front of this tail, that would have been...
Is that the crystal?
Oh,
there it is. When he... Arms go back. Now.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going around. There you go. Now you waited too long to be casting.
Come this way.
I think he's breathing. He can go get it. Tail hit. Fuck.
That's not so much of a curse attack as it is a slowdown attack.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how people are dying to curse on him, unless there's a point in that arc that's stronger.
Yeah.
Like maybe the big crystals.
Right.
No, the big crystals seem to juggle you, though. That's great, Teeth. We're nowhere near you. You're scaleless. You're not blind. Come on. Was he collisioning with this? No, okay. I thought he was like, I can't get through because there's a statue.
That would be so Dark Souls, though.
It would. Like, my tail doesn't clip with any of the walls, but the random player statues. If you're low enough, but keep swinging. Fuck. Just get those swings. Okay, shit. I'll not be greedy. I'll not encourage greed. How about that?
Well, I figured my good fortune was about to run out there.
Okay, wait for the arms to do it there.
Alright.
Okay.
There we go! Yeah!
We got his tail! Kill this motherfucker!
Alright. Now it's time for the easy part.
I mean, at this point, you can just circle him, because you know that avoids his attacks, and hit.
Well, I can also do this, you know, kind of draw him out. And then... dude.
Yeah, you can just keep trying to circle him. He's going to keep trying to turn, and that will keep most of his attacks off you. I mean, it's a lot easier when you don't give a fuck where you hit him.
Yeah! I can't believe how easy this is. This even Dark Souls?
It's the most Dark Souls. It's doing something arbitrary and hard as fuck on something that's normally just an easy fight. Because straight up, he may be the easiest of the Lord Souls that you need for the Soul Vessel to take down. The Witch of Izalith could be counted that way, but only if you know her thing. Even still, the annoyance factor is high on that one.
Right.
Even if you know it, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're just going for like this first little side tentacle, he's not gonna do tail whip, and his breath is gonna miss you. Like that's the safe point. That's the safety zone. You can wail on him with impunity.
You can wail on his tail if you want to.
Yeah, but that's just putting yourself in danger. Like, it's like, is he even attacking? I mean, is he giving up?
If you don't mind, you can get behind and do the safety dance.
You can dance if you want to.
Well, that's where I was going with. You can
hit
wail on
him
his
in
tail
the
if you want
behind,
to.
because my friends all dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
What you got, punk?
Okay, since I know we're keeping this, even if I die here because we got the tail.
Oh, yeah. We're in.
Other voice actor story. So, one thing I do.
Oh shit, tail swipe.
Yep.
He doesn't like the story time. Steve does not like story time. Noted.
Alright.
Pro strat. Don't tell stories to Steve.
But one thing I try and do is I try and keep up with our Twitter, because we're posting videos daily, even on the weekends. And I try and keep up with our Twitter and make sure I retweet all of our videos. Well, I was looking at our Twitter just to see if there's anything I missed, because occasionally, you know, like I'll be behind on one or something. I'll have to retweet it later on. But when I pulled up the account from my personal Twitter, it said followed by so-and-so, so-and-so, and Felicia Angel, who is a voice actress who has worked on one of my favorite recent shows, The Devil is a Part-Timer, and she was in Evangelion 3.33.
Wait, she's following these are video games?
Yeah, she's following our account, but she also follows like 900 other accounts.
Still?
So, yeah, so I was like, I was like, did all of our talk about Ava finally just
get...
Yeah. Like, has it finally paid off for me? I've talked to her on Twitter a couple of times, but, you know, not enough to really, you know, make any sort of impression. But I just thought that was really cool. It's like, yeah, she is following like 900 other accounts, so I can't bask in it that much, but...
That's very cool.
Yeah, I was happy about that, because I really do like her character in The Devil is a Part-Timer. He's an angel that's come to Earth to kill Satan, who's working at McDonald's.
Oh fuck! Tell smack.
But she is working in a call center, and I have had experience working in a call center, so I really do relate to her struggle.
Okay. See this down.
Oh, it's so easy. Are you even trying? I was wondering if you were gonna do is this easy mode.
Yeah. Yeah. So, fun note though, there are go light the bonfires in here. No, don't run that way. It gets back out. Yeah, there we go.
Here
Just
we
so we
go.
get this checkpoint.
Yeah.
Because we
Let's do
should
it.
probably spend these souls
Yeah.
buying spells from our homeboy there back in
That is not a terrible idea.
yeah, you can warp. He is
He's in.
Duke's Archive.
Yeah, I was about to say he's just right back where we were.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and we'll pick this back up next episode.